Hi Annette, it's David, and this is my lentil recipe. I started by boiling 1 pound of lentils, this whole package, the Jackrabbit brand, in this pot. And you just boil the water. I put 2 bay leaves in it while it's boiling so it absorbs the flavor of the bay leaves. Alright, I'll be back in another second. Hi, it's me again. So first, onions. I'm going to caramelize them. But before I do that, I'm going to saute and brown these sausages, which are tofu sausages. I can't even say that word. Sausages. And from the oil left over from that, the onions will have a nice spiciness to them. So while the tofu sausages are browning, I'll show you the rest of the ingredients. An onion, a whole onion, a big one. You don't have to dice it, just slice it down, just so you can saute nice chunks of it. About that big. A pepper, a quarter of a pepper. I don't like to use too much pepper because it makes it too bitter. A yellow and green zucchini, diced. And about 3 medium carrots, diced. Some sun-dried tomatoes. 3 cloves of garlic. And this is optional. This is a root vegetable. I forgot the name of it. When it comes to me, I'll tell you later. So I've browned the sausages and taken them out of the pan. The oil has a nice base to it and some nice spices. So I can throw in my onions, which will simmer for about 15 minutes till they're basically caramelized. When caramelizing onions, it's good to add a little salt, just to bring out the natural sweetness of the onion. And some chefs like to actually aerate them by doing a little flip. So the onions have been caramelizing for about 15 minutes. I'm going to add just a little more olive oil and add my garlic. Yum yum. I add the garlic now because you don't want to saute it too early or cook it too early. It gets kind of bitter and brown. Nothing's worse than bitter and brown garlic. You know what? I've been listening to my voice like the last couple of minutes and I don't like the way it sounds. So for the rest of this ordeal, I'm going to switch to a kind of a southern accent like this here. These are peppers. I'm putting some peppers in here. Peppers I love. They'll add a little bit of bitterness to it, but not too much. That's why I only use like a quarter of a chopped pepper. I'll just let that sit. Give it a little stir. Now, you can add like maybe a tiny bit of, little more salt here, just to bring out the flavorings. Give that a little stir. Alright, I'll let this sit for about another minute and then I'm going to add the rest of the vegetables. Alright, that's about a minute. So, now I'm going to throw in the yellow and green zucchini. Making a mess here. Come on now. Get in there, zucchini. Yeah, boy. Gonna throw in the carrots. And I'll add these root vegetables. When I think of the name, I'll send them to you. Whole idea of this, what makes it real good, is not only the taste, but the color you're adding. I think that's about right now. Vegetables are going quite nice right now, so I'm gonna add me a little cayenne pepper. Yeah, that cayenne pepper adds just right enough spice for you. Also, little dill seed or dill weed, depending on what part of the country you're from. So the vegetables are cooking quite nice. Now I'm going to add a little vegetable stock. So it creates a nice little stew. And that'll blend well with my lentils when they go in. And this will help, make sure everything is cooked nice and even like. Alright, now that these vegetables have stewed for about 10 minutes, I can start throwing in my sun-dried tomatoes. I don't like throwing in the sun-dried tomatoes too early because they get a little soggy. And nothing worse than a soggy sun-dried tomatoes than a, well, you know. Yeah, just stir that in real good now. So the lentils, they soak nice. Yeah, they're about done. Nice and tender like. I can start adding them to the mix. And they'll absorb the flavors of all the vegetables and the salt, the onions, and cayenne pepper. Nice tasty treat. Almost done. Now I can add these tofu sausages. Stir that up. And I would say this will be ready in about, I don't know, 2 minutes. There you have it. My Lentil Supreme. Not the best name, but maybe you can come up with something for it. A name that is. Good eating.